OD convertible slings, compact tear-offs for stacked micros, tourniquet pouches, Day of the Dead bags, it looks like. 30 seconds in, showing one online. Four by four, what's up? Still no comments. All your Flag Day bags starting to come up here. Big O, what's up? Tyler, what's up? Albert Ruiz, JT, Empty, what's up? Big O. Fortunate Son, how are you? How was everybody's weekend? Medi, what is up? So, not participating in your new normal. I believe these are online now. I have not checked. I think they're online. Micro rigs that we have that were not online, we have now put those online, I believe. So inventory should be correct on all of those micro chest rigs. So if it's ordered, if you order it tonight, it should ship tomorrow morning. We have a variety of versions right now. Weekend was great. Lots of information. Self-reliance. Empty. Right on, man. Good to see you. Cozumel. Right on. Wayne Lutz. What's up? Multicam block stacked micro rig. Phenomenal product. Right on. Byron Roberts. How are you? John Bowman. Jonathan Cam. What's up? I just walked in the door. I've been out just topping animal water. Super hot. A little heat wave today. I think it was 95. Which is hot for here. And then just putting water on trees, trying to keep them growing. We've planted them in a terrible time, and we're going to have to nurse them through the summer. Kansas City, going to be hot in Kansas City. Catching up on Self-reliance festival content. So Medi, that all gets removed tomorrow. So if you guys want to see it, all of those live feeds that we streamed, those come off of the streams tomorrow. And then the company that shot them, they will put them behind a paywall. Now, you pay. It's their business, and that's how they run it. You pay, but we do get a percentage of it. My wife took Friday 13th bag instead of waiting for the pink one. Right on. Any update on rat? No, I haven't heard shit, man. Not a word. Have you? Have you heard anything? John Witherspoon, great to see you, man, as always. On the fourth book, $2.99. Right on, Big O. I was just listening to, I don't even know which book. I have a feeling I'm listening to them out of order. When I put them in the library, they're never like in, because the fucking books don't say book 1, book 2, book 3, book 4. And then when it's in your library, it's fucking all scattered all over the place once you've listened to them. Even after we left Saturday, one of the guys that was there staying next door, he was explaining to me how to make my own bacon. Right on, man. Pumpkin Defender. I have pumpkins growing all over the property. Last year, we bought every single pumpkin that Walmart had in all those bins out there. Then we put them all over our fence lines because we had a little get together here. So I think we had like 180 pumpkins out there. And then we leave them through the winter. They freeze, and then when they turn to mush and fall off of the fences. Well, those seeds, the ones the birds don't get, they're growing. I've got probably 20, 30 different pumpkin vines growing out there where we've planted all those trees. But what did you say? Where is Pumpkin Defender? Just out of curiosity, what is your personal favorite camo? I like multicam black, man. Ordering a single point shotgun card once I put my baby to sleep. Right on, Albert. Mid 80s in Northeast Pennsylvania. High 90s rest of the week. Had to water the garden for the first time. Yeah, we've been watering. Glad to have met you Friday. Happy birthday, Amanda. The gummies were amazing. I can't wait till October. Thank you so much for allowing us all to come invade your space. So, MS, the truth of the entire thing is this, I wanted to do this festival, and I asked Nicole to run the festival. This festival existed and exists today because I wanted to do this so that I could get these people to come here so that we could, number one, meet you, but number two, selfishly, so I could have all of the speakers come here because I can't ever go there. So I had to do this here, like in this manner, in order to be able to see them, interact with them, and have one-on-one conversations with them. That is why this is here. If it gets too big to happen here, I won't be involved in this. When it comes time for that not to happen here, I will remove myself from it. Nicole can run it, and I will continue to do my own thing on a smaller scale here, if that day ever comes. Scott, what's up, man? Haven't seen or heard anything. Hoping someone else maybe had heard something on lead to seeing them become available. Oh, gotcha. No idea, man. We had medical guys here. I saw a lot of cat tourniquets. Lots of snakes right now in the area of Florida. Rattlers, cottonmouths. I know you have expertise. What do you recommend if bit? What about when hospitals aren't an option? Well, you better fucking not get bit then, because you're fucked if you get bit and you don't have hospital access. So prevention. I've been bit by a rattlesnake. I was fucking with it. I had it in a bag. I pulled it out of a bag. I caught rattlesnakes all the time. But the real answer is, I guess I don't know if you don't have hospital. I got bit. I was envenomated, full envenomation, left thumb, 1986, October 1st. About a 14-foot, 14-inch, maybe a little smaller, maybe it was 12-inch, Southern Pacific rattlesnake. Like a diamondback, but not a diamondback. To the hospital, 25, 30 minutes, 6 bottles of anti-venom overnight. And that's a Crofab or Cromag. It's horse serum is what it is. They take the venom, put it in a horse. They build up the toxins in the blood, draw the blood out, spin it, take the plasma. Basically, that's kind of how it happens. But you better not get bit. Because we can have all the, if the power goes out, grid down, situation shit. I'm 50. Never seen it happen in my life. But we do prepare for a lot of shit I haven't seen happen. With that said, I've also spent fucking millions of dollars preparing for shit that hasn't happened. And a lot of that stuff expired or just things have happened over time, right? Do you have any multi-cam black large tool bags? I do not a single one. I don't even have one to show you. All the presentations were amazing. Well worth the drive from Chicago. Nate, I didn't know you guys were in Chicago. What up? Hello, SOE Nation. Philip, how are you? John, when you got out of snakes, did you come close to breaking even? No, not even close. I had guys taking care of snakes, and like everything, when they don't have, when you start a business and you put people in charge and you step away from your business, every fucking single time in my life, without fucking crucial oversight, up in their ass, that business doesn't run. If I remove myself for a day or two, I would go in, we had whole rooms full of snakes. We had a whole entire building full of snakes. We had a 72-foot mobile home, 16, 18 feet wide, full of snakes, full kitchen and shit in there. Snakes dead. I would come down there in the middle of the night after everybody was gone because I wanted to take photos of the snakes. So I'd go in there to take pictures of snakes, and we're talking some of these animals are $2,000 animals, and I can't find the snake. It's not in the cage where it was. So I'm like, hey, where's that at? Oh, I moved it to blah, blah, blah. Well, they couldn't produce it, right? I actually found very expensive dead animals in the dumpster. Nobody told me those animals died, and there's no fucking reason those animals should have died. So no, we didn't break even. I had 2 full-time snake guys, and to maintain 2 full-time snake guys, we have to have snakes. And to make a profit off of snakes, you have to produce snakes. So we bought very good stock. I should say I always say we. I bought very good stock, spent a lot of money buying animals. And we didn't produce a lot of animals. We did produce some animals. If you want to have fun with it, just keep it a hobby. And if you're going to make profit at it and do it for real, you almost have to make it a full-time business. I've had several businesses that did really well, but it just came to the realization, or it got to the point where I have to do one or the other. And the one I had done the longest was special operations equipment. I had a line of purses and handbags we were doing that did really well. Actually made more money probably off of those because the overhead was so much lower, and the price was very high on the bags we were selling. But it got to the point where I had to do one or the other. I couldn't do both. Pro Pack is available. I don't know what that is. What's the plan to breed and sell? Yeah, the plan is to breed and sell. Yeah. 60 miles west of Chicago, out of the sticks, right on. What's the most exotic or deadly snake you carry? I don't fuck with deadly snakes. When I was a kid, like up till 20, probably 22, I've had rattlesnakes. Those are the only venomous animals. We had a list from Thailand where you would call on a phone and order some shit, and they would send it to you, and you'd mail them a check, and they would just send it to you. And we bought a couple cobras that came in, and we did have those cobras. I unboxed them. They got loose in my friend's pet shop, and we were chasing 2 little cobras around through rabbit cages. They were getting in there through the wires and shit. Those snakes never went home with me. But I've only had rattlesnakes. And breeding venomous animals is not really profitable. It's difficult to have them in a lot of states. And venomous animals make venomous animals, and a lot of people can't, won't, or should definitely not deal with venomous animals. Rapid Tourniquet Pro Pack. Did you keep the old green Viper from old upstairs video? No, I don't have, and that's not a Viper, Brian. That was a green tree python. Green tree python. I have 0 animals right now. 0 reptiles. I got a turtle over here in a box that I found last night, but we're gonna let it go. Permapastures, what's up, man? Thanks for having us out. Thanks for the lessons. Looking forward to the swale class. Don't listen to him. He gave all the lessons. I gave no lessons. Like, you guys should look at permapastures. You guys, we always talk gardening. We always talk food production, lifestyle design, right? I regurgitate some of the things people like permapastures say. And I have now been super lucky enough to have an event that they attended so that I got to meet them and become friends in real life, right? And they'll be back. We have 2 events coming up. Everybody wants to talk about swales and food forests and stuff, right? Well, we're going to see that. We're going to do that installation here. We, I mean they, by we. I'm going to watch. They're going to do it. But we're going to have slots available. We're going to do this as a class, and you will be able to come here and actually see this happen for real and see how it works and how to do it. And you will have the opportunity to come here to the compound to do that and hang out with us for a few days while that happens. We'll have that on schedule soon, and we'll have the information. Self-Reliance Festival 4 is October 1st and 2nd, and the 4 days prior to that is another meat processing class that Billy and William are putting on. It will be multi-animal. Everybody in the class that wants to will actually have an animal to dispatch and turn into meat. We're going to do duck, chicken, rabbit on the first day. Second and third day, I believe, is the pig. And the 4th day will be sheep. And you will be able to come to this class, and you will be able to do hands-on. Most of these classes you go to, you just watch, and it's some bullshit, and they roll in some dead animals or whatever. You're going to see exactly how to do it, how to kill the animal, everything from beginning to end. So if that sounds interesting to you, It is the 4 days before October 1st. So get that in your head right now. Plant that seed. Start working your vacation or whatever you have to do. We're also going to eat those animals while you guys are here. I got talked into making a still. Right on, right on. Good, man. Iridium Group, what's up, buddy? How are you? I see weekend video of the day. You fed runt rabbits to a snake. Allegedly, it was probably old weekend footage. I think what that was, I don't know how old that footage was. Somebody else mentioned that too. It could have been old footage, and it could also be maybe, I don't remember if I gave a rabbit to Jason's Got Snakes. I don't know what that was. You're the third or fourth person to mention it. Last weekend pig was really good. It was, man. And Billy, if you're still on here, where should I plant that that comfrey at? Can I plant it in the mulch around the trees? That was the question I was going to ask. And what about plantain and yarrow? Some people brought me plantain. I've got plantain, I've got yarrow, and then I've got comfrey. Where should I put that? I know put it, in terrible areas because it will improve soil. But can I put it directly in that mulch? And if the answer is no, I can't put it in those mulch rings around those trees. Can I just take a couple fistfuls of mulch out, wood chips, and just put dirt in there and plant it there? Would it be beneficial? Have you guys ever roasted a whole hog on the camera? Yes, we have. Self-reliance too. John Witherspoon, his crew came in and actually roasted an entire pig. Put in for vacation tomorrow. I think Nicole said the tickets go on sale Friday. Wife is excited to come back. Awesome, MT. Awesome. Just got here. Did you hear another processing plant burnt down today? Mark, I do believe I saw something about that. Now, I keep seeing guys post things that holy shit, 25 processing plants have burned down. That's not correct, guys. There's over 120 have burned down just in the last 4 months. 120, 3 of them are struck by aircraft. Now, in talking to Jack Spirko, face to face, having this conversation, I said, I see really big dudes who should really be able to find the answers to these things, saying when they research what the average plant burning down in the United States is, the information has disappeared. It's not there. There seems to be no compilation. And Jack said it's 2. On average, you're going to have 2 major food production facility fires or destructions within the United States. The average is 2 per year. You're at 120 in the last 4 months. I harvested mint yesterday while I watched SRF. Sounds lame, mint, but I've never been wanting to dehydrate it, but I've been wanting to dehydrate and got around to doing it. That's awesome, Tori. I like mint because you can when you put it in and you mow it down and you kill it, it always comes back. Kind of like cilantro too. If you have cilantro out, it'll always come back, or at least ours does. Have you ever considered keeping a couple head of beef? Brian, I don't have room for beef, not without inputs. We're gonna do sheep. I can't grow grass here enough for beef. So yeah, no, I got friends that do. I got a buddy that does 550 mama cows every year. So I mean, I could literally go put a fucking rope around a cow and walk it here if I had to. Started raising rabbits in South Florida. No one wants to buy them. That's what I tell guys all the time. They're like, I'm going to buy rabbits and breed them and sell them. I said, you might want to test that market first. Just run some ads as though you have them and see what happens. There's a lot of crazies out there. When you're trying to sell something on social media, which is really how you sell things now, you'll have 100 people tell you they're coming and 1 will show up. So test that market, right? You could probably be better off selling rabbit shit. And if you're having a hard time selling rabbits, offer them as snake food. Look for reptile food. Look for use snake food. Feeder rabbits is another one. List that. Reptile groups. Charlie Wood, what up? Yes on yarrow. Yes on removing mulch for the comfrey. Roger that. We could do one of the next event, 4 pig in the Lacacha box. Love it, love it. I have snakes big enough to eat a rabbit, but I've only fed jumbo rats. But that's by choice. Like, I would totally give Jason as many rabbits as he wants. Jason has rabbits. Jason's got rabbits breeding right now. Love how often you go live. Risky. Thanks for being here. Please share these videos, guys. There's 68 of you folks on here. I've only got 50 thumbs up, and not all 50 of those are from you guys, so hit that for me. It's free. It takes you nothing to do it. And then I need you to share these videos. Have you guys ever gone to my channel and actually looked at my playlist? We put up almost 5 videos a day. Do you guys notice that you don't ever see videos from me, but you see videos from other people? YouTube unsubscribes more people every week than actually follow me every week. So I need you, if you appreciate the content, if you hate the content, if you get information from it, anything at all, I need you to hit that share button and I need you to send it to some people. I need you to share it on your social medias and I need you to talk about it so that we can continue to do what we do. I spend a fucking ton of money. I walk around here for at least an hour a night, which means I'm not working, right? I'm not doing other things. Plus video guy, plus equipment. We put a lot of effort and money into this. I need you to share it with one person for me. What is the price for a feeder rabbit worth? Brian, you got to look in your area. You got to look in your area. If you get it from a pet shop, it's probably $10, $20 now, I would guess, depending on the size of the rabbit. A lot of pet shops selling feeder rabbits also sell them as pet rabbits. The pet industry, you know, Easter is your time of year. But you just have to look in your area. If there's a saturation or you've got people that are willing to meet at the Target parking lot every other week for the kid that owns a boa, well, you're competing with him. And if he's got a hot mom, you're definitely out of luck probably. Tim Wilkinson, yeah, I've followed 7 times. It's like I think I say those things and people question whether it's true or not because it's not happening to them, right? You hear people say those things, but they're like, oh, that's never happened to me. Like, it's very, very real. There is no reach. If you put a video up and you start to tag me in your video, the name of my channel never populates in your tag until you hit the last letter. They will not auto-populate it. People were Brandel, who edited video and shot video for me for 2 years. He was here yesterday shooting video. He went to log in and he couldn't even find our fucking channel off of his fucking phone. YouTube slowed down, nicest fed to YouTube slowed down, nicest fed to me also, but will show me bullshit I didn't watch. Yeah, all the time. SOE playlists are awesome, shared, mirrored, and backlinked to SOE channel on Odyssey and BitChute, and even getting you some reach. Thank you, man. Thank you. So I tried my damnedest to use Odyssey. I am just fucking done with Odyssey. I can't take my fucking videos that we upload to YouTube and put them on Odyssey because our files are too big. And if I've got to do anything to convert it, that's a platform that's never going to make it. It's not ever going to make it. When I talk about this stuff on my podcast, the listen views are way more than on here. Shadow banning is absolutely, yeah, it's nuts, man. It's nuts. They do not like what we say. Rex rabbits here in the area are $20. Rex rabbits are beautiful rabbits. Wasn't aware of the 100+ fires. I used to be a professional fireman. That info should be easily searchable by the right people. This is unacceptable. And it's not just fires. It's all kinds of weird shit, right? How often does a metal plant burn down? When's the last time you heard about General Dynamics burning down? Like grain mills, of course they catch on fire. Dust and shit. I mean, this egg production facility killed 5 million. They were producing 5 million eggs a day out of there. Oh, this one that burnt down a week or two ago, that fucking thing had been in business for 120 years and hadn't burnt down. I ran through Anchor, and I rant through Anchor and it auto-populates to Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Right on. Cooking challenge lesson during the next butchering on video would be money. I'm sure there'll be some of that there. It's true, when I tagged you on my last video, it wouldn't find you until I went back and yeah, it's nuts, man. And it keeps getting more and more and more, right? So for a couple weeks when I would go live, guys couldn't see it. They're like, hey, we can't see it. So Amanda posted in some of our groups, and they can now there's a URL they just click. Well, YouTube did some shit where when you could get on the video, but you had no comment box. You couldn't leave a comment. I was doing a live last week and only 16 comments after I'd been on there for about 10 minutes. So I'm like, hey, I'm going to jump over to Facebook. We'll see how this goes. 100 people jumped on Facebook right away, and they're like, hey, we were there. We couldn't say anything, so you didn't know we were there. First time any high-rise ever fell from fires is a 9/11. There were 3. That was a hard one to accept. Well, I will go out and just go ahead and say that's not what made those fall. First time any high-rise, no modern buildings really burn all the way down. Sprinkler systems and building codes make it near impossible. Thoughts on dude who called in the 31 white supremacists? Do you think it was an embedded informant? I don't think those guys are who they're telling you they are. I don't think they're who they say they are. And they arrested him on conspiracy to riot. Is that what they said? Conspiracy to riot? But they let people burn down entire fucking city blocks last year. 9/11, 2 buildings got hotter than any fire. Also, that melted metal designed to be hit by a B-52 full of fuel and ordnance. I'm just rolling back through these. Night you got kicked off YouTube, posted it on LinkedIn, and it had 91 views, which is the most I have ever had. So I will just keep sharing on. I appreciate you. Thank you. All right, guys, so we're about 30 minutes into this. What do you guys want to talk about? Ooh, it's hot out here. Hot and sweaty. So I got these pale blue batteries. Well, I bought these lanterns that took D batteries. So I bought these rechargeable batteries, which charge off of this little octopus, quadpus, I guess. And these are pretty neat. Let me see if I can show you these. It's a company called Pale Blue. It's a company called Pale Blue. Right? And it's got USB-A to USB-C. And this little thing pops up here. And it just twists. And it's a D battery. And I bought the whole house. I bought the house replacement kit. Comes with 4 9 volts. Comes with 8 AAAs. Comes with 12 AA's. And then it came with a couple D's. And then because I had those lanterns, I bought a couple more sets. I bought 12 more D-size cell batteries. So this is one of our battery packs, our supplement packs with the Blue Eddy. And I have 2 of these, and then I basically have another one of these that has the inverter on top of it. So it's a pretty robust setup, and it's got 4. I've got these quad solar panels. Those are 24 by 24 folded. So you fold them out, and it's actually 4 of those 24 by 24 panels per unit that will charge up. Now you have to use the main unit to charge. This is just a supplement pack, so you can charge this and then carry it to another location. But to recharge it, no, I guess you don't. It's got an input right here. I can charge it right here. So it's pretty cool. Been happy so far. Lady rolled in this badass school bus, and we let her use this, and she charged all of her camera equipment and ran some of her 20 amp. I think we have 30 amp service on the main unit. And she ran a lot of her shit off of our Blue Eddy stuff all weekend. Pretty neat. I do get notifications on YouTube videos. My channel is new and I do get notifications on your YouTube videos. My channel's new, less than 50 subs, so I figured they don't care enough to unsubscribe me. Maybe. Okay, guys, so I've got 72 people on here. Check out Iridium's page and give him a like, right? You have to have 1,000 followers before you can what? Before you can go live on here or before you can monetize. I think it's both. Something happens at 1,000 and something happens at 5,000. Are your mesh tool pods in stock? I cannot recall. Some are. If you're worried about time on those, order it and say, hey, I'll take whatever color you have. Thanks for the live this weekend, John, and had son and baby in town. Right on, man. Right on, Cash. Great Wolf, what's up? A couple weeks ago, I was really struggling. You pointed me to some of your old videos that really helped me. Just wanted to say thank you. Chair farce. I'm glad that helped, man. Dilly, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. You know what? A lot of people say that, right? How you doing? Oh, I'm okay. How you doing? Oh, you know this, right? But they want to talk about something that's already happened. How many times do you meet a guy and he introduces his new girlfriend or whatever, but he always tells you about the ex-wife? You have bad moments. You don't have bad days. If you had a bad day, you probably don't have the fucking ability to be telling us about it on social media. And I don't know why people do that. If it's not part of a story, right? I like to tell my past story when I'm telling my story, because generally when guys are pissing or moaning, they have never been fucking as far down as I have. And the point to telling them that where I've been is to show them, because they clearly see where I am. And if I can do it, they can do it. I dropped out of high school in the 10th grade. I've been to jail. I've been to prison. I have all the things that people like to say shitty about me. But I like to point out, well, yeah, I've done all those things. I own them. You only know about them because I fucking told you. I put it out there. There are no skeletons. I've put them all out. People like to throw them back at me as though they just found out. But why am I doing so much better than those people when they don't have any of those things over their heads? And that's why I say those things. But it's just, we have bad moments. And if you can compartmentalize those and move on, I've spent a lot of time in my life talking ill about people. Why? If it's worth talking ill of them, remove them from your life. If it's in your head and taking headspace, what are you not getting done with that headspace? Iridium Group is a good page, guys. Follow him on Instagram as well. That I'm not just telling you because he's on here. Like, I know Ed. We have stood right here in this fucking room right here and done podcasts and videos. He's in several of my videos. He trains at TAC Response, comes in from Canada here to Camden. I've met him many, many times. How long have you had the batteries last? Tim, I don't have a real answer to that. I've had them for about a week, and I've been waiting to do a video, so I didn't unbox them. So we shot some video of them today. I have not tried them. I'm going to put them in these lanterns and turn them on and see how long they last. I'm not trying to kiss your ass based on the amount that you get online. I think your channel deserves more subscribers. Almost weird to see your channel only has 27,000 subs. So Yogi, I'll take that even and expand on that. I've had 25,000 for over 8 years. That sounds weird, right? So we run video analyzation programs. We have paid programs. So any YouTube video I go to, it shows the optimization, shows what tags, shows everything broken down about their video, right? And it shows us the same thing. There are dudes with 100 people on their channel that are getting more fucking subscribers and more views on their videos than we have. And our videos are pretty good. 30,000 subs on TikTok. Been on it for 4 months. They don't throttle like YouTube. And you don't have to edit as bad to make good videos. Yes, my TikTok doubles every month. Jason gave me a little bit of advice, told me a couple hashtags to use. Tons of people show up and still comment. There's a lot more assholes there. A lot more like motherfuckers watching your shit and commenting, telling you how to do aquaponics. And when you click on their shit, they don't have any aquaponics. Everybody has an opinion. But what I learned, especially from listening to Joe Rogan and talking to a couple people that do some of Joe's work, is don't ban anybody. Don't ban them. Have you guys noticed, when you're watching any of my videos, please expand the comments and look through the comments. Have you noticed that 5 or 6 of every comment section are people posting porn links? You should go try to post a link in my video and see if you can post a URL link that'll be a hyperlink that can be clicked. You can't, but they can somehow. How can YouTube go through people's shit and ban them and lock them down, but allow porn in your comment section? The other thing that happens is I have a person show up and is like, oh, I put $1,000 in and made $10,000 over the weekend. And then another person shows up and goes, yeah, I really like Bill's program. And 3 people have this long conversation, but then you see them do it on every one of your fucking things. They allow that too. But YouTube can't control fucking porn, but will knock us all around for all kinds of silly shit. Yeah, I don't have any other channel with 3 giraffes and awesome content. You're selling me a little short, buddy. I got 5 right here. There's 3, 4, 5. I own 2 more. One is a little juvenile, this is a 2-year-old. I have a 2-week-old in Atlanta I have to pick up, and I'm not sure where I put the 7th one. I've lost a giraffe. Yeah, tell me why I'm wrong exactly. Use the controversy. Use the and let them, right? If that's their thing, and their thing is doing negative shit on other people's pages, I promise you, I won't come to your page and tell you happy birthday. I'm definitely not coming to your page to take issue with some shit you did on your page. I don't have time for it. Tried to share your URL on YouTube to Cowboy Cerrone and Dale Brisby. You can. AM stuff you make won't let me post it, so hashtag you in a comment. Right on. New editions of what? No, I haven't bought any. I've bought no luxury goods in the last 3 years. Highlight memory of the festival. I like talking to dudes. I like dudes that go out of their way and think it's important enough to interview me. And sometimes the conversations are good, and sometimes the conversations are okay. And I want to tell you about a dude, Easy Peasy Podcast. Nick was on his. He talked to Nick for a few minutes, who is right here, Grey Wolf. I think it's Grey Wolf. Is that what he's posting? Great Wolf. Great Wolf Tactical. He's on there. My guy that just moved here, Ethan. He talked to Ethan for a minute, and Ethan like flipped it around and did his own podcast on him. And I thought that was awesome. I think that was really awesome. And I like the way this dude interviews people. And we sat down, he'd asked me, and like listening to the podcast, he'd actually told several people he was trying to get me to sit down and talk to him. And I had every intention of it. It was just, I was with 20 other people every time he was there. So finally, we went upstairs where no one was, sat down, and I think we rolled for about 30 minutes. I think his podcast is awesome. I'm definitely going to subscribe to his podcast. It's Easy Peasy Podcast. And I think you guys would all enjoy it. And I like what he's doing. He just seems like a good dude. So I would definitely check him out. I really liked that. I enjoyed that time talking to him. I sat down and we rolled for probably about an hour with Jack Spirko. And then we did, I'll bet we did I'll bet we did 2 hours with Billy and William. So that'll be coming out. And then I haven't even seen the footage that Brandel has taken. That'll be fucking insane, whatever it is. So it was cool. And just to be on stage with those guys. Like there was a point when 5 of us were up there and people would ask a question and each of us would give our opinion on it. And one of them, I was joking, being funny, but I mean, in reality, they all 4 of them answered. Nicole, Jack, Billy, and Bear. And I'm like, I don't even know why the fuck I'm standing. I don't even know how I got up here on this stage with these guys. And that was the truth, right? What was I going to say that they hadn't already said? So, I mean, the whole thing, it was just fucking, and just the people we met, right? I met this chick that, it's because I don't know her name, but you will know who she is by this. There's a bald girl here. She's bald. Tattoos all over her. And she rides a fucking unicycle. Okay, so that's a good descriptor, right? You're going to definitely know who she was. Her and her husband, cool as could be. Another lady and her husband from East Tennessee. We walked around for probably about an hour talking. Very, very cool people. Very cool people. Tons, just everybody here was awesome. And I think it's because no matter what it is we do, we all have something in common. And that was here, right? That's why they were here. Everyone we've interviewed has gotten 1,000 new subscribers. YouTube gave you only 300. Had an old lady Saturday talk to me. She's all about learning making moonshine. I thought that was awesome. We're going to get together and teach her. Very cool. Jay Davenport, did you look for it? They kind of stick out. Shit talkers on TikTok make great content. Just video reply. Yeah, Jason's pretty good at that. It's pretty funny when Jason replies to him with a video. He's like, I have rendered you irrelevant. Silence, village idiot. All right, guys. John, do you have iPhone or I have Samsung. I hate Apple, but I mean I can walk around here and show you 20. I'm on an iPad now. Here's another iPad. There's a MacBook Pro. Here's a MacBook Pro. There's usually 2 MacBook Pros on this table. Amanda's got an iPhone. I've got a fucking Samsung. But they have all rendered themselves useless because I can't fucking do anything and communicate with an iPhone. They just don't, you can't transfer files, you can't do shit. So I think I'm going to buy an entire another phone that's an iPhone. All right, guys, I'm going to get off of here. You guys have a fucking wonderful evening. I hope that when you get off of here, you don't sit for the next 2 hours and just scroll through Facebook or whatever and pass 2 hours of your time and gain nothing for it, right? If you put your head on the pillow, would you go to sleep and get 2 more hours of sleep and be better off tomorrow? Or if you're on social media, are you just going to look at stuff that makes you worry and gives you fear and makes you not rest well and just takes away 2 hours of your life that you can never get back? It's easy for me to say that to you because I'm always on social media and I can say, well, it's my job, right? And it is, but still. Let's see some kittens first. They are literally biting the shit out of each other. They were both in that box earlier. Come here. Little kitten feet. Hard to sleep when your head is spinning. Dawn Sutton, that's very true, right? I'll get in bed at 10:30, have a margarita there, have the phone there, have 2 computers there, have the drone, and 2 cameras, right? So I'm just moving video footage off the SD cards into the hard drive. We put everything on hard drives, and then when video's being worked, we pull the files off the hard drive onto the computer. The computers that do video, they don't ever go on the internet. They don't have anything on the computer other than the files that are being currently worked on. Because some of the computers, like the MacBook Pro, I can't just plug in a hard drive and work the files in Apple off the hard drive. On my Windows in Premiere, I can just fucking keep the files there, pull them into Premiere, and not have to drag the files. It makes no fucking sense, the differences between the two. But where I was going with that was, at 10:30, I'll start doing that. All that shit's done by 11. I'll be looking at Facebook or whatever, and that's when I buy stuff. It's targeted marketing. But in Facebook, I'm not just like scrolling through Facebook. I'm usually in the groups, and it's homesteading groups, it's rabbits, it's, gardening groups. And I try to add value. If I see somebody ask a question that I definitely know the answer to, I try to help people and give answers. But eventually, I'll look at the clock and it'll be 11:30, and I'm like, ooh, I've just been sucked into this. And I'll just turn all the shit off, turn the light off, and go to sleep. I went to sleep last night at midnight, and I got up this morning at 4:20. Did my video, and I've been rolling ever since. You're those kittens, pygmy Peruvian panthers. Oh, are they? Charlie, thank you for the super chat, man. Thank you. So just question yourself, right? Just question yourself. Is this adding value to me? Is this making me a better person? You guys have a great night. Our next event is October. If any of you end up here, please tell me who you are. I saw a lot of people commenting on the videos this morning going, hey man, it was so awesome to meet you. It was so awesome to be there on the compound. I talked to these guys every single night. Some of you guys are on here now. And I had no fucking idea that you were the person that was here. You have to tell me and make those two merge somehow. You guys have a great night.